So I forgot my camera when I went to the store earlier. But just gonna show it here. I got a bunch of this fabric here for Maka's skirt that she wears. And then I got this thread because it was fairly close to the coloring, except for when you go over the black. But I didn't want a thread that would be too noticeable. So, got that. And then this material is not sheen, which is see-through, really. Which is kind of important. And it's actually really light for the amount of material it is. I'd say it's probably half the weight of what I normally have. It's made out of nylon though, which can't be washed except for by hand, which is not very fun, but I'm not going to be wearing this all the time, so it doesn't matter quite as much. Otherwise, I saw some cotton ones, but they were so much thicker that it might kill my sewing machine that I have. It's an old sewing machine, because that's all I could afford. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm not going to use this for a while in the videos because this material was a little bit more expensive. It was $10.99 a yard, I think. And so I'm going to use some of my scraps to figure out how to do pleating, because I've never done pleats before. And if you look at Japanese school kind of traditional stuff, a lot of the skirts have pleats in them. So I've got to figure that out. Yay! And so we'll see how that goes. Again, if you guys have any comments, you're welcome to comment down below. And I do welcome any advice if you guys have any for cosplaying, art, video games, whatever. Blacksmithing would also be helpful. I'm still trying to figure out how to record that, because if my camera gets too close, it will burn up. But for right now, we're gonna create a pattern for the skirt, because I don't have a pattern. So that means we gotta be creative and make one. And all the patterns that I do make in this, I will somehow get them available for everyone. So I'll figure out how to do that somehow, if anyone wants to use them. So let's put that away for now. Temporary put away. And let's get that pattern going. Alright, so we're gonna, this is just regular copying paper, because that's all I have here. And, oh, where did I put the tape? I got tape, scissors. I'm not going to use these ones, these are sewing scissors. And sewing scissors are extremely sharp, but once they get used on anything else, like paper or anything really that isn't fabric, they start losing their sharpness a whole lot faster, and that's not good when you're sewing. So let's not use those ones. Let's get out. I'll get the scissors later. So first off, when you make large enough area, hold on. Yeah, sorry if the camera moves. My floor is kind of a little warped. So now, scraps. These are my other patterns for the cloak. Let's get them out of the way. I don't need to see that right now. some space. Again. I don't know how many times I do this. This is why my room looks so messy. Because it's push off to the side, create new space. Push off to the side and create new space. I'm going to take this here in a little bit. I think I'm going to need more paper though. Yeah, I think I'm going to need more paper. Yeah. 3, 4, 5 left. Yeah. Alright. Got some more paper. Alright. When I actually get to drawing this pattern or starting the drawing, I'll go over so it's a little bit easier to see in the camera. You don't need a lot of tape on this because with patterns they're not gonna, it's not like they're becoming the material themselves, the costume or whatever you're making. So it's not like you have to have perfect tape. And you do use a lot of paper, unfortunately, because, well, I do at least, because I make so many mistakes that, like on the cloak pattern that I made, that I just set off to the side, I think that's the 5th version. I try reusing what I've already used, but there's only so many times you can scavenge a homemade pattern like that. And then just type in the corners down so it doesn't flop everywhere. Because you do that in the middle. And I don't want that kind of a movement done right here, because that makes it a little bit harder with the drawing, the pattern on there, and everything else. I'm going to make it a little bit wider here, just because this is, oops, need a piece of paper. This is a skirt that we're making the pattern for, and I have no idea how big round it's going to need to be. I might pull out, I have an old how to sew book or something like that. I don't remember its title. It's in my book section. I'll probably pull that out so I know how much material to get for the pleating, because I'm not sure yet. As I said, I've never done pleats before. Which is going to be interesting. I hope it turns out alright. But yeah, when you're teaching yourself, you just have to figure it out somehow. I'm gonna pause for just a sec and try and find that book. It's somewhere in the mess in here. So, okay, found the book. Took me a little digging. Let's see if I get it on the camera very well. It's old, but it's got a lot of the basics. I think I got it from my grandparents. I'm not sure. But it's gathering. Let me see if I can complete. that's going to be very important. It's a page on like cutting plaid material, because you don't want it to come out looking funny. Almost forgot about that. So I'll definitely have to double check that before I do my cutting. I'm gonna stop again the video while I try. I'm gonna mark up the book, get some little sticky notes or something, keep track of all of this. So here we go. Stop. Okay, so fonts. Going through what the book said. Looks like we may not have to do the pattern. And we won't. So I don't know how many of you are actually interested in this, because it's more of like someone who does sewing kind of. I don't know. But skirts don't need pattern, because the way you do them well, especially when you're making them on your own, you have to let it hang on you after you basically make it. Although it did talk a lot about how to make pleats, and that's going to be a long process. I'm probably going to have to go get an ironing board, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. So, this right here, for me, I got 1.5 yards. And I might just barely have enough from pleats. So I'm gonna figure out how much, like how big my pleats need to be on this before I get to it a little bit too much, because I'll show you guys how the pleats are made, but it's rather interesting, because obviously this won't be completed, but this is basically what pleats are like. Probably next see with the ironing board, which is going to be a long process, in which I will definitely be maybe taking a couple days in real time, but I'll be doing time lapse to help speed up the process, because this is a lot of material to do that too. So, yep. Alright. Well, I'll see if I can get the ironing board done. And everything else all set up.